from St. Louis. ABC Masters champion, yet he has not experienced winning his first PBA singles title. Second and third a lot. And a beautiful start by Steve Wunderlich. 6-footer, 165 pounds, and the cover boy, Brian Voss, the defending champion, having won the Quaker State title a year ago right here at the Forum Bowl. He's from Tacoma, Washington. Last year, the 6th leading money winner. Beautiful, stylish ball. Wunderlich and Voss.
You're right, Chris. Two of the players that really are very conventional, have textbook styles. Brian Voss, Steve Wunderlich start the ball in an ideal position, set themselves up very well. Brian Voss, the 4-step delivery. Looking down at the approach to pick his proper starting position on the approach, he's playing a line somewhere between the first and second arrows.
Last year winning 2 titles, including this one. 2 seconds as well. So left with solid 10 on the left lane as we get another profile look here.
Ideal style. 4-step delivery, push away out with the first step, shoulder high back swing, wrist in a nice flat position, left shoulder back, deep knee bend, good extension, just a bad break left, a solid 10.
Very good. Continuing the mark here in our very first match. And if you just join us, you're in early on our telecast. The winner of this to meet Joe Berardi, then the great Mark Roth. Be followed by Bob Benoit, a former resident of Dallas, now bowling out of Topeka, Kansas, a non-winner. So here's Wunderlich now. He has a doubles title to his credit, along with that ABC Masters title. Coming up high, bending at the end and leaving the 6-7-10, Nelson.
Right, Chris, just a little bit soft with the ball. He has that 4.5-step delivery. Wunderlich eyes the target, has a style very similar to Voss's, goes through the ball, doesn't quite throw it hard enough, and he's now quickly up on the approach with another harder ball to shoot the 6-7-10 split.
Beautifully done. And if that doesn't get the adrenaline pump going, nothing will. Just textbook.
Ideal shot. Wunderlich, who just drilled this new bowling ball for the telecast. Chris, as he slides the 6 over into the 7, the ball taking out the 10, he drilled a very low surface friction bowling ball with what we call a conventional grip. The next time he picks it up, as you see him with his fingertip grip with his urethane bowling ball in the left lane, the other ball to help make spares.
That's really as brilliant as we've seen Steve look in the first three frames of any of his 19 television appearances that we have had him on. Brian Voss is in his 18th television appearance. Boy, we're getting experienced people this year.
No doubt. I think the real good players are starting to separate themselves from the pack. We're seeing it this year.
Nope. Brian Voss waiting at the line, hoping that the 10 would go, giving him 39 through the second, and let's watch him shoot another 10 pins spare.
The action of the head pin. Watch it. The head pin goes to the left sideboard. See it hit the sideboard, which is a fiberglass sideboard, comes rolling back across the lane, almost knocks out the 10. Voss quickly up to convert the spare.
Oh, now he has shown you how to do it on our championship pair here. Brian only crossed it in 2 games during the competition and averaged 202. His high game this week was 258.
Very steady player. I had the good opportunity to do about 20 exhibitions with Brian Voss 2 years ago. He averaged better than 225 in those 20 different houses. Definitely a type of player can adjust to all conditions.
And there's his second strike of the afternoon on our very first head-to-head match live on ABC. We'll return after this. Here in the finals of the Quaker State Open, you're looking at the Firestone Masters and United States Open champion, Dapper Joe Berardi. He will meet the winner of our first match, which is nearing the halfway point between this man from St. Louis, Steve Wunderlich, and his opponent, Brian Voss. Wunderlich, leading by 1, can increase it. Now he leads by 11. A good mixing action on that bowling ball.
Wunderlich with the pro bowler's favorite shot when he can go a little bit high, trip the 4-pin out with a 2-pin. You can bet that'll loosen him up because the pros will carry the light hit or the swisher hit a high percentage, but with that powerful ball, often they get splits when they go up near the nose. Now Wunderlich leads by 11, coming up on the left-hand lane, which hooks about 3 boards more than the right-hand lane.
Steve's having a wonderful game. A strike, a conversion, 6, 7, 10, and now a 3-bagger. The
First
winner,
point.
27.
27, 14, as you see, third, and $1,000 difference in this match.
Now Brian Voss, and a reminder of our college basketball doubleheader tomorrow: Michigan, Indiana, Temple, Las Vegas, University. Okay, Brian Voss with a double, trailing by 11. Earlier we had a chance to ask him about making the final 24 here where he's defending.
Well, Thursday morning was my last 6 games of qualifying. I didn't do quite so well. They estimated that it would take about 270 over to make it. I had 252. I didn't think I was going to make it, but I did. I bowled well in match play. I'd like to defend my title.
And 270 means his pin's above 200 average for 18 games. He just snuck in. He's maximizing his opportunity.
And now he's cut the lead to 1 pin again. What a wonderful first match here in the Quaker State Open. Attended by a capacity crowd, but here at the Forum Lanes, they never have enough room. We're in Grand Prairie, Texas, another of the friendly suburbs of the Big D. 3-bagger going, shooting in the 6th frame. A man that you've known since he was a child.
Just about, Chris. A great practicer. Steve Wunderlich is just a dedicated professional, excellent high school athlete. Played third base at in the Parkway School District as his wife, Cindy Wunderlich, who he met while going to the University of Missouri. She's also a St. Louis girl. Wunderlich, excellent high school baseball player, as I said, at Parkway Schools District, and just a tremendous pro bowler. Leads by 11, has 4 in a row, can extend to 21 with another.
5-bagger for the man looking for the PBA elusive title. Okay, we'll be back. Looking at the leader of our first game from St. Louis, Steve Wunderlich. He has strung 5 in his match against the defending champion of the Quaker State Open, Brian Voss. But Brian has 3 in a row. Shooting in the 7th frame, can cut the lead to 11 with a strike here. High-scoring first match. Nelson?
No doubt, Chris. 39 and 40, the championship pair. As you watch the action of the head pin as it drives out the 2, 4, and 5s. The head pin goes to the sideboard, takes out the 4 pin. The 4 drives the 5 out. The head comes back, does the 7. That's the reason you put lift on the bowling ball, is to energize those bowling pins. And Chris, 39 and 40 here at Forum Lanes has always been a fairly nice championship pair. The players have to make good shots. The left lane hooks, as we said, about 3 boards more, but the carry of the pins has been great.
Extremely high hit. Brian Voss gets the break, and now a 1-pin difference.
Watch the action of the 2-pin, Chris, as it gets between the 4 and 7 pins. This is just a bowler's delight when a pro can carry hit that. See that 2 pins up there? It drives out the 4 and 7s. Right now, both players have strung 5 strikes in a row.
That's a Frank Esposito carry, right? Another one.
And you see Wunderlich go to one leg as you watch Brian Voss. He says, oh my goodness, it could be my day. But there's a man coming up on lane 39 that has something else to say about it. Steve Wunderlich started with a strike, left a 6-7-10 split in the second frame, which he converted, has now strung 6 strikes in a row, leads by 11, 9th frame.
Come on, one more.
10-pin on the left lane. Round of applause. What a wonderful 8 frames for this man.
Steve, he says one more. You could hear it all the way up in the announce booth. Solid 10. With a conversion here, he would maintain that 10-pin lead, but Voss will have something to say about that when he comes up in the 9th.
Stuck at the line, but nevertheless, covers the 10. What a game. Opened with a strike, converted the 6-7-10. Strikes through 8, a spare in the 9th. For Wunderlich and bachelor Brian Voss. Really a neat guy. 5'10", 160 pounds, 29-year-old from Tacoma. Former All-Army champion.
Can even the match with a strike here in the 9th frame.
You know, they win these PBA tournaments from all positions. Here at Forum Lane, no one has ever won from the number 5 spot here.
And Chris, I think that the winner of this match, as you see the pinfall of Brian Voss there in the 9th frame to even the match, the winner of this match is going to be very tough on through the next 1 hour. And as we see Voss come up in the 10th, the match all even. Voss has been involved in 3 tie matches in the championship round in his career. He won his very first title when he won a tie match roll-off against Pete McCordick, 39-29 in 1983. So he's no beginner at this part of the game.
Oh! Last week we had one of those sneaky trippings of a 4, and here we have it again today.
Good point, Chris. This has been the hit that's been the key hit. Last week it was the key hit for Jim Pensack as he defeated Falgren to make the top 5, and then he went on to watch Berardi carry the key high hit to take the title. And once again, Brian Voss carries the high trip 4 to take a lead of 10 pins.
The winner to meet, Joe Berardi. There's another 10 on that pesky left lane.
What that 10-pin does for Brian Voss is gives this a chance to be a tie match at 258. Voss with a conversion would finish with 258. Steve Wunderlich could strike in the 10th, 11th, and get a 9-pin count in the 12th shot. We'd have a tie.
Brian Voss, the man that has won in Detroit, he's won in Houston, and of course, as we said, the defending champion here. And now, St. Louis Hopes riding on Steve Wunderlich.
Needs 2 strikes and 9 to win, 3 to win, 2 and 9 to tie. Must have this one.
So again, that number 5 position has been troublesome in his 14th year here. Brian Voss, the defending champion. What a match it should be against Joe Berardi. 258 for Brian Voss. We'll have the final on Wunderlich. It'll be in the 240, and it'll be Voss going against Berardi. But first, a little time off for this message.